What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the Knightsman channel. What we got today is Spiral from the Book of Saw official trailer. It's got Chris Rock, Samuel L. Jackson, and today we've got a special person coming with us. We've got a fellow Knightsman here who probably knows a little bit more about this series than I do. So what he's going to do is, just a tiny bit, but he's going to fill us in with some of the details, and we're going to crack on with the trailer. So I'll leave it across to you.
Knightsman? Alright, so basically, for any of you that don't know the Saw series, it follows the story of John Kramer. So, after a horrible cancer diagnosis and the loss of a child before its birth, he starts to put people in horrific traps to test their will to live. He seems to think that when he does that, they will be rehabilitated and anyone is basically worthy of life after he does that. Horrible way to go, to be honest, in a lot of the traps, but it is what it is. We're up to the 9th film now. This is the first one in 2 years, so
crazy.
I'm pretty excited. Knightsman. It's been a while, and I can't wait to see it. I've been a
lot of the fan base have like dropped off from the Saw kind of, because everyone knows about the Saw and their sort of movies, but a lot of people are like, really, the 9th installment? Yeah,
no, it's the 9th one. A lot of people are after Saw 7, which was or the final chapter, or Saw 3D. It had so many different titles. A lot of the fan bases did drop off because people didn't find that it tied up all the loose ends that it needed to. With the next installment that came after that one as well, Saw 8 or Jigsaw, which is the official title, a lot of people didn't think that really lived up to what it was, but loyal fan forever. I'm keen to see anything, and just want to say, what a great way to have the next installment to have such a huge name, two huge names, like Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson. Chris Rock pushing the idea for the story. And
so he was the main person that wanted to come up with the same.
He pushed it. He asked that he would approach Twisted Pictures and Lionsgate, and he pitched his idea, and they loved it. So I think we just got to crack on.
I think we crack on too. I know he's excited. I'm excited too, because I haven't seen any of the Saws one for a long time. So this is going to get me hopefully back into it, and we'll just crack on with it.
Let's do it.
So let's go.
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
I can't wait.
What do you got there?
Oh, it's just my wife, Emma. This is my son, Charlie.
Enjoy it while it
Here he is, the man. Chris
Nothing
Rock.
happier than the wife of a new detective.
Emma's cool, man. She's different. You don't know my wife.
You can give a woman 600 Tuesdays. It ain't worth 3 Saturday nights.
How much money you got? A lot. How many problems you got? A lot. How many people that doubted? A lot.
All available units, officer down.
Pray that you flop.
Detective Banks en route.
Okay.
It's got a different feel to begin with.
Yeah.
I like it.
What was that, Twisted Pictures?
Yeah.
Oh, that sound always gets me, eh?
Whoever did this has another motive. They're targeting cops.
Here he is, Samuel L. Jackson.
Such a big name. Oh, there's that Saw theme.
You want to play games, motherfucker?
Had to.
Oh no.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So little but so much.
Here we go. So that was the trailer. Wow.
I always feel like when you've been waiting so long for a trailer and you just want that little bit extra. Just give me another 2 seconds, just another 5 seconds.
Because how long was that? Was that 1 minute 30?
1 minute 30, I think.
So it wasn't
1 minute
actually
40, give or take. The
wasn't actually that long of a trailer, was it?
No, it wasn't. But it does say official trailer, so I'm not sure whether generally they don't bring out more than one trailer for Saw. Jigsaw only got the official trailer, and that was 2.5 minutes. Back in 2017.
It's actually coming out relatively soon, isn't it? When is it? May?
Every Saw movie that they've released was a Halloween thing, so it was always a running thing that
makes
they'd
sense.
say Jigsaw's back to take Halloween.
Yeah.
They'd release the movie, and that would be it for that year. But then that all stopped after Saw 7.
Yeah.
And then when Jigsaw came out, it was still Halloween. They tried to do it again, but yeah, they there's a lot of movies coming out in the horror game that they don't really want Spiral to have to compete with.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, because
Yeah.
obviously they want it to do well at the box office, which the previous movies were struggling with, weren't they?
Yeah, well, they did generally, they were always successes in terms of their budget against gross money they made. But yeah, fan basis kind of dropped off after a certain point. You know, there's always the loyal fans, but I couldn't fault that trailer.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
the music. I don't know if you recognise the theme, but that's the theme they have at the end of every Saw movie.
Yep.
I love it.
I love it. Let's do a little bit of
great.
deep dive into what our feelings, thoughts, reactions are across the whole trailer. So what were some of the things that you picked up throughout that minute 30? Any distinctive things?
I obviously I find it hilarious that Samuel L. Jackson has to throw the F-bomb in there.
Oh, I love it.
He's got to do it. But that's one of those things. It's one of those things that he's got to do. You know, it's part of his trademark and part of his brand, and I'm grateful that he's able to have a chance to be in it, because that's something that the series needs in order to be taken a bit more seriously.
Yeah, that's right.
Especially
yeah.
when you're 9 films in and you're sort of struggling with things to bring.
They need to
bring
do
to the
stuff
table.
different, though, don't they?
They do, yeah, they do. Jigsaw was great, the previous installment, but it was just another Saw movie.
Yeah.
You know, I want them to push for that a little bit more.
Do you think it had a little bit different feeling?
Oh yeah,
or
their opening scene.
Yeah.
You don't usually hear music, outside music, in the Saw universe. It's always kind of the composer who does it, Charlie Clouser. He always has the exact same kind of theme, the exact same kind of tune and everything, and the same tone for all of the Saw movies.
Yeah.
So having that difference and having it be a bit more in the open world is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it is, isn't it? Yeah, because it's always with the Saws, they're always, I don't know, in some location where they're locked, and you know, it's always a kind of mission getting out. But that did seem like it was in that kind of open world environment, which is a little bit scary, I think.
It is, yeah. Having it, well, that's the thing, is this movie, they've boasted and they've brought out some information saying that this is going to be, it's going to have one of the biggest traps that's ever been seen in the Saw franchise.
There you go.
I'm not sure whether we're going to have that train track be a part of it in the opening scene. A train trap would be interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to go down, because you didn't see a body.
No.
But yeah, they always push to make them bigger and better.
Well, they have to, especially 9 deep, because you know, carrying a lot of that fan base all the way through to that's quite hard, eh? So they do have to do something different.
One of the things that Saw did well was having people be misled in the story, and so right at the end it's revealed what the big thing is. But a few of the movies, I will say, they did reach that a little bit. They tried to push a little bit too far to sort of grasp those twist endings, and it became a thing that was just what you're looking for in every single Saw movie. You know, they kept adding more information into each movie, not really explaining the previous things. They kind of dive into things that have already been done.
Yeah.
So I hope that this one is not just going to be another installment where they just sort of explain all the things that you already know with a few extra characters. They've got to push it forward so that it can move forward with the legacy that Jigsaw or John Kramer left behind, and what he wanted for the next people that were going to continue his work.
No, that's right.
Yeah, it's going to be big. It's going to be big, and I feel like with names like that on the screen, you can't fault it.
Well, that's it. Like, they've obviously
cast.
gotten some high, level actors in there, and that's sometimes what really makes the film compared to a good story and B-rated actors.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what it's got, and I think for me, like the story aspect of it is the most important. Like, for me, it can't be fake, if you know what I mean.
No, exactly.
You see those fake. Like, for instance, I've done that new Fast and Furious, and there's a lot of things that can't happen in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that takes it away from the movie.
It's a big part of that is budget too. Like, you know, a movie becomes so successful and you've got a franchise behind you, you've got to find a new way to make it amazing and incredible.
That's
and
right.
Keep that audience going that you've already got, but is also bringing in that new audience that might not necessarily like cars, but like explosions and guns and all of the action side of it. And when you compare, off topic, when you compare Fast 9, or the trailer for Fast 9 compared to the first one, it's all street racing.
Yeah.
And now it's all detectives and...
Yeah, and that's something I brought up in the trailer too.
FBI
you know,
and everything.
The story's just gone so far right field, but then again, it has to be successful if they're still making these sort of movies, so I'm assuming it's going to be the same with Saw. You know?
I just want this one to I want it all
to make.
I want it to be able to move forward. I want to keep seeing Saw movies.
Yeah.
I want them to keep moving on, but you can't do that with everything that happened in the original story because, bringing up some spoilers now, if anyone hasn't seen the Saw series, make sure that you watch them first before you watch this video or watch the trailer, but John Kramer died at the end of Saw 3.
Yeah.
And all the movies subsequent to that, he was appearing in flashbacks.
Yeah.
And they had him appear in every single movie, but it was generally a flashback scene, and so having him fill those blanks is awesome, but I'd love a movie where you see him in his prime.
Yeah.
Where it's not just him sort of, you know, sort of just as a backstory of what happened in that scene. I want him to be doing his mechanical engineering and setting up that trap and putting his all into it. And on another side too, it's horrible what he does.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's completely horrible.
It's for entertainment purposes though, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, exactly. But I love that he feels that you have to appreciate life. You have to, because he's gone through so many things.
Yeah.
And for him to test other people, in a way, it's like what makes him the voice of reason. But he really lived through all of those things and had those experiences, and now he feels like he's at a wit's end, and he's got to. People need to appreciate their life. If they don't deserve to live.
Yeah.
Kind of wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of wrong in a way.
But there's a lot of people out there, you know, fellow Knightsmen included, that like thrillers, that like, you know, that how Saw is kind of portrayed and whatnot. And so I think overall, if it's the 9th installment, and I thought that trailer was pretty good.
Oh, it looks great.
Yeah.
It looks great. I love that they have that theme in there. It's almost like the franchise pinnacle. You know, it's one of those things that you see in every movie, and there's two things you can't have a Saw movie without. You can't have a Saw movie without John Kramer or Jigsaw, and you can't have it without that theme or that composer. And he's stuck with it for all of the movies, and I'm so glad that he has, because it just sets the tone for every movie.
Alrighty, so
great.
Putting this into conclusion, I want to leave this across to you. I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Okay.
Out of 10, what I usually do is like a Knightsman score.
Knightsman score.
Yeah, so I'm going to leave it across to you. What you think that trailer's worth? Is it?
It's gonna be biased, but I really would call that a 10.
Oh.
For the 9th installment, and having it look like it's a completely fresh take, having new actors, bigger actors in a film like this, I think it's just going to push it to success.
All right, so for you, is it a 10? Is
it's
it?
A 10. It's a
I don't
10
think I've
all
ever
the
given
way.
a 10.
Yeah,
on the
have.
channel. Have you?
Yeah, but like I said, I like all movies.
All right.
So I like a lot of movies, and I've been sticking with this series since the dawn of it. So I would give that a 10 any day. I would probably give the movie, if I was predicting the movie, I don't know if you do a prediction score, but if I was going to give the movie a prediction score, I'd probably say a solid 7.5 out of 8, because you can't please everybody. There's going to be people that are going to be disappointed by certain things. If the movie dragged on a little bit, if they didn't push it to its peak, they didn't have the best traps, whatever.
Yeah.
I would probably call it a 9, but it could be anywhere from a 7 or even a 6 to a 10, you know?
Should we meet in the middle and say 9?
Let's say 9.
Should we go 9?
We'll go 9. We'll
Okay, there you go. We'll shake on it. There you go. 9 out of 10 for the Knightsman score, which is actually a pretty good score in my opinion, across all the trailers. So that's not too bad at all, and I think we've cracked on with a lot of info here. So I'd just like to say thank you for jumping across.
You're welcome. Thank you for having
jumping
me.
in the trailers. It's like what we like to do is get fellow Knightsmen here and share the reactions, because that's what the channel's about, is searching for those trailers, hitting those gameplay trailers, anything really entertainment wise, we like to do reactions on. So if you like that video, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, bell notification, and comment down below if you really enjoy the Saw franchise, or if you have any thoughts and comments about the reaction.
Any theories, predictions, anything, I'm open to listening to it too and hearing about it. So.
Boom. And we like to comment on all those comments as well. We like to get that interaction going on.
Exactly. It's good fan bases with this series, and I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts.
Yeah, but the big goal for the channel is actually getting that silver play button up there. 100,000 subscribers.
100,000.
How good would that be looking back
That'd
up
be
there?
awesome. You'll probably get 100,000 from this trailer alone.
Yeah. If it is, that's gonna monetize me as well. So I wouldn't complain about that.
Yeah, man.
But no, thank you for coming across. I think that was an
me.
excellent trailer. I think we might even do another trailer. We'll try and find another new movie out there which we can do straight after this, because let's keep the vibe
There
going.
must be something.
Surely
yeah,
it must be.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. But apart from that, thank you very much if you watched all the way through. And that is Knightsman out.
Yeah.
Cha-ching. To the next trailer.